when we get to approach the Christmas holiday, and we are indeed talking snow. We're going to talk more about it in just a second. Let's take things in chronological order. First things first is the wind advisory for tonight. It goes through central Kentucky down toward Lake Cumberland back to the west. We could see wind gusts 35 to 45 miles per hour at times. So if you don't have your Christmas decorations anchored down, or at my house, I've got them deflated for tonight. If you're driving past Stately McManor, sorry, you're not going to be able to see them tonight, but they'll hopefully be back up again tomorrow night. Now, next up on the hit parade is we have winter weather coming in, and for some, could be quite a bit. We're talking eastern Kentucky with a winter storm warning. The boundary is roughly Morgan, Wolfe, Lee, Owsley, Clay, and Knox counties, and from there to the east. Come to the west, it's an advisory that covers Lake Cumberland on up then through that first ridge of hills going toward central and eastern Kentucky. Now for tonight, rain will be arriving with the strong winds. Christmas Eve day, rain will be changing to snow. As we continue through the afternoon into the evening, travel will likely be impacted from a couple of different sources. For Christmas Day itself, we're looking at a top 10 cold Christmas day. Toss in some snow showers and flurries just to make life interesting. So problems as they develop, and it will happen as the day progresses. First off, rain will be changing to snow in the morning. That'll happen from west to east, and it may happen fairly quickly. Then the problem becomes temperature drop, and we could see a 20-degree drop over just a couple of hours. Flash freezes are possible. What that leads to is the potential for bridges to freeze up first, even where you don't have a lot of snow, but there was still water on the roadways. As we continue then through the afternoon and evening, the snow will become more of a factor, and that especially in eastern Kentucky. So again, there could be some significant travel disruptions tomorrow late day and tomorrow evening. So if you are planning anything, grandma's house or whatever, do be aware. East I-75 especially, where we're talking the greatest risk for the most snow. But you see here, you head east and you head northeast, that's where snowfall is going to be a problem. So again, if you're traveling those directions, be aware. Pretty easy to set up here. As you look from I-75 to the west, there's lesser amounts of stuff. That being said, we can still get ice on the roads with that flash freeze potential. But for most, it's going to be fractions of an inch, and then you see the higher amounts as you head to the east. So let's break it down for you. You're talking fractions of an inch through most of the bluegrass. Still, white Christmas potential. Weather Service says an inch. You know what? We don't get that here very often. If there's snow on the ground or if there's snow flying, it's a white Christmas, okay? Are we agreed on that? Into the lakes region. That first ridge of hills, there could be a little bit more, but for most folks, it's an inch-ish. We continue then to eastern Kentucky where the numbers do get larger as you head to the east. The I-75 corridor, inch, 2, maybe 3, but 4, 4.5, 5 as you head toward the higher terrain and finally to the east. You're looking at an inch, 2, maybe 3 in some places, and the cold that's coming. Forecasted high is 23 on Christmas Day. That would make it the 8th coldest we have recorded in Lexington, and this is just cool to watch. That's the invasion of Arctic air. You saw how quickly the temperatures drop and then they stay there. So not only the cold, but the wind and the wind chills, which by Christmas morning, I mean during the day tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, we're down in the teens and 20s. We could be down around 0 Christmas morning. Here comes your front, and it is a doozy. Now, the tricky part of the forecast is if a wave develops on the front, and if that happens, that's going to enhance the snowfall in eastern Kentucky. So we're going to be watching that possibility as we get you then into tomorrow night. As Santa's little helper, the jet stream blasts down all the way from the North Pole and brings the cold. You can bring joy to a lot of folks with help from the Salvation Army. I'll be out at Fayette Mall tomorrow from 11 to 1, ringing the bell for them. We make our last push with the red kettle. Wind advisory, the rain arrives mid-30s tonight, mid-30s for a high tomorrow as temperatures fall into the 20s. The rain changes to snow. Snow showers and flurries with an extremely cold Christmas day. We do warm up this weekend.